What is really good, y'all? How you doing? I'm KD, and man, just wanted to tell y'all about another beer run that I had back in I think I hit y'all with August last time, and had a pretty epic run in September too. So yeah, man, let's jump right into it. First and foremost, I should say, let me give a shout out to Untappd. As I mentioned and always mention, this is a place or an app where I log all of my beers. Let me just pull it up so y'all can actually see it. I'm gonna share my screen with you. I hope y'all are doing good tonight. I feel like last time we were dealing with Hurricane Ian. Shout out to all of those. Still going through it, man. It's kind of rough down here in Florida, man, at this point, especially in that area. So shout out to those guys. And we got another, I think, a tropical storm coming through tonight. So man, you're starting to see kind of a kind of a thing, man. I'm popping on here when it's kind of hectic, but anyway, yeah, let me share the screen though, man. Shout out. I hope everybody's being safe. Take cover at this point, man. They've closed schools here in Hillsborough County, and we're definitely under severe warning or storm watch, man. So y'all be careful out there. But yeah, for sure, man. Let's jump into it. Like I say, Untappd. This is where I log everything. This is my profile right here. Fly die log again. I'm KD. Untappd is just a great way to keep up with everything, man, on these specific beer runs. That's actually why I started doing these things, is I kept going back through, and I would hit up so many spots in my travels, and it was like, yo, man, this is actually might be a cool thing to do. A little show and tell. No flex, a little show and tell, man. But yeah, so Untappd is dope, man. Y'all check that out. Appreciate Untappd for always keeping it tight, man. I never have issues with this app either, man. It's always on point. Matter of fact, let me see. I think I just logged one. Tonight I'm sipping on. This is a brew called Catch the Beat. This is a spot that I hit up. Man, I think it was in September actually. Ceteris Brewing. And they got a couple locations down in Palm Beach in Juniper, Florida. Kind of I'm on the Gulf Coast, but they're over on the East Coast. So shout out to them, and y'all be safe tonight. Sipping on Catch the Beat. I gave this one about a 4. I think a 3.9. And I think Untappd actually gave this jump like a 4.1. So sometimes that'll happen, man. You get something on tap and it's real fresh, and then you get something in the can and it might not be as good. And vice versa too. It's happened sometimes with stouts, man. I'll get it in a can and be like, wow, this is amazing. And then have it on tap, and sometimes it won't be the same. So it just kind of depends. Either way, man, I gave it a 4.1 off the tap, 3.9 at the can. It's 4 out of 5. Salud, man. They do good work. Appreciate civil society. But yeah, that's it, man. We can jump right into it. Like I say, this is the run that I had back in September. I'm playing catch up, man, because it's been traveling a lot these days. But again, just wanted to share, man. First, off the rip is Magnanimous. This is a Dude Love. This is a nice sour that they had. This was starting off, kicking off the month, man. It's one of my favorite spots down here, so it only makes sense to start off with Magnanimous. I gave this one like a 3.8, 3.9 out of 5, which is solid, man. Those guys always do good work. Shout out to Magnanimous, Charlie and his crew. Let's see what else we got. This next one looks like I didn't even give a picture of it, but this is a Ceteris Paribus. I've had this several times from Ology. I think this was a can that I actually picked up in their Tallahassee location. And since then, they've actually moved down to Tampa. So happy to have those guys. I still got to get by there. I'm slipping. Again, been traveling a bunch, but I'm slipping. That was a good brew. Gave that one also about a 3.8, 3.9 out of 5. Good stuff. Good shit. Here's another one from Magnanimous. What does your soul look like? It's a double. I think this was a double IPA, if I'm not mistaken, IPA. Nice 3.9 out of 5. Again, what does your soul look like by Magnanimous Brewing? These dudes do work. If y'all ever come down here, they got a location in Seminole Heights, or like Tampa Heights, right on the doorstep of downtown, as well as out in Bradenton. So, man, if you come to this area, hit up Magnanimous. I'm telling you, you won't be dissatisfied. I promise, man. This next one, Hidden Springs Ale Works. They usually do, in my opinion, better work, but this was decent, man. This was one of their IPAs, I believe. Sparkling Isolation. This is right up the street from Magnanimous too, man. They do good work. I put that one in a little Aslan glass. You see in the background here with the Go Vols coaster. Shout out to the Vols, man. They still balling. Took an L to Georgia, but it is what it is, man. We're going to bounce back. We'll be all right. I can't believe they dropped us down to number 5, though, man. I'm a little, I almost feel like they kind of set us up, too, man, like on the jump, man. I'm kind of like, yo, how are we ranked number 1 and hadn't beat Georgia? And, I got the metrics and all that, man. But I don't know, man. I just kind of feel they kind of disrespected the number 1 defending champion Bulldogs, man. And, it is what it is. I won't get on a tangent, but I feel like they kind of set us up, man, where they dropped us now below, out of the playoff or whatever, man. But it's plenty of football left. We're going to be all right. So this next one, another Magnanimous. That one's a HyperCritical Haze. That one's real juicy. Double IPA, real nice, Magnanimous. You see what I mess with, man. This is always in my rotation. Angry Chair. This is a real nice sour. It's like an Arnold Palmer kind of inspired sour, man. Tea Time, they got a Tea Time, like just a regular one or with peach. This one's dope. Angry Chair always does good work. Good sours, good solid IPAs, and extra tasty stouts. Here's another one from Ology Brewing, Optical Illusion. Another one from that trip up to Tallahassee. Here's that Tea Time that I got. From Angry Chair, another one, like I say, real solid. Oh, shout out to Creature Comforts right here, man. Those are that's in my wife's hometown, Athens, Georgia, man. My brother put me on them. I've been going to Athens for years, and I'd never even heard of this spot. My brother, Sheen from, he was out of Charlotte. He was like, bro, how are you going to Charlotte and not hitting up the spot, man? So anyway, it is what it is. Shout out to Sheen, man. Oh, yo, this is where it really kind of kicks off, man. So this is the 13th of September, kind of mid-month, man. I headed down to Miami, and it was a storm, I think, brewing, man. And actually, I was going to Fort Lauderdale, and I got rerouted because it was a storm, literally sitting on top of the airport in Fort Lauderdale. It was crazy, and I said, "Fuck it, hey, I'm in the area." This was one of those breweries that my brother recommended too, man, and actually multiple people. But J. Wakefield Brewing. Man, I sat in here and posted up for probably a couple hours and ran through quite a bit. These dudes do great work. Their space is dope, comic theme, Star Wars theme. These glasses right here, low key, are sitting on like the enshrined Han Solo from Star Wars. If y'all fuck with Star Wars, man, it's just a beautiful setup. I had a lot of fun with these cats, man. I low key met Wakefield too, man. He was in there, posted up doing some work. And a real cool cat. But just ran through a lot. This is a cocktail series. I think it's a sour, actually, Painkiller. This one is definitely an IPA. Yeah, hazy IPA. I know you know you, and I know you know that I know, man, crazy, right? The names on some of these joints are wild. But as you can see, that's tasty. This one I got, man, over a 4 out of 5. This is like a 4.1, 4.2. Excellent brew. Here's another one. Hold It Now, Hit It. I'm trying to think. I think this was a triple, kind of themed after. I wish I had the can. I actually got the can in the cellar. I ain't gonna pull it out. But it's actually the artwork on there looks like the Beastie Boys License to Ill joint. Like, it's fresh. Great brew though. This one looks like a 4.2, 4.3 out of 5. Real top shelf. Again, Hold It Now, Hit It. Triple IPA by J. Wakefield. Here's some more, man. They do sours. This looks like a kind of a Berliner Weiss, really nice. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a sour. Yeah, that's right. Sour. Berliner Weiss, also a sour, but cocktail series, watermelon refresher. Really nice. These cats, man, like I say, man, they're pretty renowned if I do say so myself, man. They do really good work, man. If you all are in the Miami area, man, most definitely hit them up. They do good brew along the whole spectrum, from stouts to porters, IPAs, doubles, triples, probably some quadruples every now and then, or Imperials. The Imperials are like the doubles, but they just do good work, man. I had a really good time posting up in there. And like I say, the space was real dope. The area out there too, man, I should even back up, man. That area where this brewery is in, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Wynwood. It's like Wynwood Arts District. Man, it's graffiti, dope art all over that whole space. Wonderful artists that they had commissioned, I think. Man, I feel like it's almost a like it may even be a city ordinance, like your building has to have graffiti, which, man, I'm an art nerd. I love the feel of that whole area, man. They got a Wynwood Arts Festival that I believe is coming up in February. Me and the homie are trying to hit that up. But if I do, I will most definitely make some time to get back at J. Wakefield. Man, they just, again, do great work. Let's keep it moving. I think last time, man, I went, man, I said I was going to come in here and do like maybe like 15, 20 minutes and try to give y'all a quick recap. Man, that joke wound up being like over an hour. I think it was an hour and 10 minutes. So I'm not going to do that this time. So I want to hit the highlights. But this was a real cool spot too, man. Downtown Fort Lauderdale. Like I said, I was trying to get to Fort Lauderdale, but got rerouted to Miami. So this was that trip. And fell up in Tarpon River Brewing. I usually stay downtown Fort Lauderdale, which is a real, man, Fort Lauderdale is such a cool vibe, in my opinion, now that I've gotten older. And it's a little more laid back and chill, man. But yeah, I had a good time over here at Tarpon River, man. Shout out to those cats. They got a nice little food menu too. I think I had a nice, a proper bowl, like a grilled chicken bowl with, you know what I'm saying, black beans, rice, corn. Anyway, talking too much about the food, but really the beer is top shelf as well. This one was like a 4.1 Checkered Sunshine by Tarpon River. Again, this is back in September on the run that I made. The one you saw before was J. Wakefield. This is Tarpon River over in Fort Lauderdale, which is, in my opinion, low key, man. Broward County, man, there's a bunch of dope little breweries. Whether you're downtown, over in Oakland Park, you can mess with Funky Buddha. Some other stuff. There's Invasive Species, Orchestrated Brewing, Orchestrated Minds. Like, had a great time messing with those cats. Yeah, but Tarpon River, good stuff. This one was, man, low key, probably one of the lowest expectations going into civil society brewing. Again, this is where I got that can. Actually, I do not only go in there and get flights and drink with them in there, I will take cans to go, man. So shout out to them, man. If they, assuming they do good work, right? So if they do good work, you know what I'm saying? I'm always going to take some cans. And if they really killing it, I'm probably going to get some merch. I don't think they had any merch at this one. They got a location in Juniper, Florida, and this one was like West Palm Beach. But man, excellent graffiti walking up to the joint online. I was, like outside when you're about to go into their space. It's dope. Got in there. It was like live. It was like an open mic night, and they had like a house band or this one cat who was on the keys and could spit. Actually, a dude came up and spit. And this dude was doing like R&B stuff. Real soulful though, man. I can't remember his name for nothing. But it was just a great environment, man. On top of that, they had great beer. Again, Civil Society Brewing, man. Oh, the space was beautiful too, man. It was like I caught it right at like sunset. It's perfect, man, perfect. And the band was set up right in this like in front of this garage door, huge window. Man, the sun rays was beaming. It was a treat, man. It was a treat. Under any and all circumstances, man, it would have been dope. But going into that space, man, I had no expectations because nobody had really told me about it. So I just kind of like Googled. Actually, I think I came on Untappd, and I was like, yo, let me find a spot, you know, while I'm here. I was really only in Palm Beach for about 14 to 16 hours, something like that. It was crazy. And found this spot, man, and popped up on them. And they, yeah, I was very, very impressed, man. I'll definitely be back. I think I'll be back down in Palm Beach later this year, so I'll definitely hit them up. Maybe I'll hit up the Juniper location because I got a couple. So shout out to these dudes. Civil Society Brewing. Again, here's Catch the Beat. I gave this one like a 4.1. This is a stout that they had that was really nice. I wish they would have put it in a proper glass, but it is what it is. El Clasico. That one 4 out of 5. As you can see, I kind of ran through quite a bit. I wasn't expecting this to happen. And I was just like, hey, we're going to roll with it. This is like 3.9 or 4 out of 5. This is game time. Looks like a nice IPA. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. It was a good time. Oh, this was a spot, man. I think it was on this same trip, man. I was kind of on a road trip doing some work, but left Palm Beach and like Fort Lauderdale, and then shot up to where was I at? It was in Orlando. Shot up to Orlando and had some stuff going on up there. And I'd been at a spot before, Half Barrel Project. So they're kind of like I don't know, maybe experimental kind of brew. So I think what it is, they call it Half Barrel because I think they do half, or they're always doing collabs. So they'll do half of the barrel in theory, and then somebody else will come in and do the other half or whatever. It's like a collaborative effort. This particular one, I mean, it was just okay. They didn't have a whole lot. They had a lot of seltzers on tap, which was totally fine. I was just going in there expecting something different. I think me and a coworker previously had gone in there. My guy Chris, we had gone in there, and it was pretty cool. They had some nice cans on deck too. So I think we had some pizza that was fresh. So anyway, it's a nice spot. But that time, man, it kind of a miss from the beer standpoint, but good environment. I think it was a game night too. It was like a Thursday night or something like that. So it was kind of popping. Good energy. But anyway, here's another one of those cans, Palm Shadow from Civil Society. I think this is a double IPA, if I'm not mistaken. It's either IPA or a double IPA, but hazy. Either way, it's 4.1 out of 5, man. It's top shelf. Here's another can that I grabbed. This one is the cocktail series. Yeah, I had this one on tap there when I popped up, and then also grabbed some cans, grabbed a 4-pack. This is real nice one, real chill, perfect for the weather. It's a sour, so real nice, crisp. Watermelon sometimes can be sweet, but they balance this one really nice. Yeah, love Jay Wayfield. Here's the other can. That hold it now. You saw this one on tap. And then here's the can. Like I said, it's got that License to Ill, that can art or their music art, that CD art. I should say probably, man. When that album came out, shoot, it was vinyl or cassette. But yeah, as you can see, man, had a good time. Got this Jay Wakefield beer glass too. They do good work. Hold it now, hit it. Jay Wakefield Brewing, hit them up. Another Catch the Beat. That must have been Sunday game day. Go Titans. Here's another one from Magnanimous, man. Again, one of my favorites down here with the Untappd glass. Untappd. I mess with y'all. But yeah, this is Crunchy Cinnamon Squares. Kind of, it's done after Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but it's a nice, I think it's a barrel-aged stout. And it's excellent. I got one of these. I still got a 4-pack from this time that I got it. I don't drink a whole lot of stouts. I just let them age. I let them chill for a while. But this one, got a couple of these left from the 4-pack that I got. Again, shout out to Charlie and them. Always doing good work. This is one that I got from Woven Water previously. It's probably one of my favorites from there. It's like a Post Malone influence, but it's a thoroughly posted triple IPA. It's dope. It's good stuff. Kind of hazy. Pretty decent balance. Gave it a 4.1, so you already know it's top shelf. So Long Partner. This was a collab that Ology did with Zool Brewing. Southern Grist. This was a can my homie brought in from Nashville. Always loved this Southern Grist, man. We had a nice run up there. Me, he pulled up, Mr. Carter, and then the other homie pulled up, Mr. Lee, soon to be Dr. Lee. And man, we had a good time. I should also mention, man, during September, man, we have what we call an annual guys trip, in essence. Started a while back. Man, I'm trying to remember the year, man. I feel like it's been over 10 years, man, since we've been doing this thing. But it's called Goatweek. In essence, what happened, man, a shout out to Sheik Faye, man, who passed. But we started getting together, man. One of the main reasons why we started getting together was because Sheik passed. We call him T. And when he passed, like, we were all together. I think it was in Louisville. And we were just visiting my brother Al. And yeah, man, my other dude, my other brother Derek, came down from Cincy. And we just had a nice run, man. It wasn't anything, crazy special, man. And that's the beautiful thing about these trips, man. They never really have to be. It's just they wind up special because we all get together, and that's really why we continue to do them, man. That was the last one, unfortunately, that we got to experience with the homie T. He also a Tennessee volunteer, alumni, not a fan. Well, a fan, obviously, but an alumni. So shout out to him, man. T, you'll never be forgotten, bro. And like I say, man, we were talking, man, about his family's from Africa, right? And we were talking about he was talking about a week in Africa where I don't know, they were doing something with goats or whatever. And we were like, oh yeah, that's Goat Week. And he was like, nah, man, it's not Goat Week. And we were like, bro, what? So it's a week-long celebration, right? And it's goats in the mix. That's Goat Week. Like, he was emphatic, man, extremely adamant about like, nah, man, it's not Goat Week, man. It's not called Goat Week. And we were like, bro, it's Goat Week. And from that point on, that's what we've always called the times where we get together. I say all that to say, man, here years later, we're still doing them, man. Really in remembrance to T. My brother passed. We do it in remembrance to him. And just, man, we just have a ball, man. We get together, we kick it. And anyway, this is what we were doing in September, man. Big event. Shoot, maybe by the time this gets done or comes back around next year, man, we'll send out some invites, and hell, y'all can be a part of it too, man. It was a good time though. This one was one we wound up playing some golf, man, and we brought some cans to the course. This is Osmotic Pressure from Ology, really nice IPA. This one's just about a 4 out of 5. This is one the homie brought from Nashville, Brian Carter, mango raspberry lime. This is a nice. It's a nice sour from Southern Grist. This is a part of the Hill series. Oh man, Southern Grist does such good work. Again, all over the spectrum, man, from stouts to sours, just do good work. Another one out on the course, man. It was me, the homie Chew 3000, my guy Jenkins, Mr. Carter, and myself, man. And we were just out here having a good time, man. Like I say, we weren't, as Mr. Carter would say, raising no hell, man. We were just out here having fun, man, chilling. Sometimes, man, it winds up that this trip is really the time. Now that I'm in, used to be in Nashville, but now I'm in Tampa. So sometimes this may be the only time I get to see these cats, man. So, it's important, man, to, be able to celebrate for whatever reason, man, with your friends, the people that you love, man. Be sure to take time to do that, man, because you just never know. You never know, man. So be sure to do that. Angry Chair, the Space Grass. This was nice. We crushed that one real quick. So those are the few that we had on the golf course. But man, the whole weekend, man, we just had a nice little run, man. Had some Magnanimous sours here. This is a Bury Yourself Alive top shelf sour. This is another one. I think we went and posted up at Magnanimous for a minute. And ran through a couple. Again, one of my favorite spots, so we had to go by there. She'll Be Right. I don't even know what this one is, man. I think this was the first time I had this one. Looks like not one of my favorites by Magnanimous, but it was crisp, probably nice for the day. But yeah, She'll Be Right. This looks maybe like a Pilsner or something like that. A few more by Magnanimous, good stuff. Oh yeah, this was a spot, man. We went on a run over to St. Pete. I don't think we went to Green Bench Brewing, but this was a spot who had it on tap. And Where's Jubes? Yo, St. Pete, man. If I've said it before, I'll say it again. The wonderful thing about the Bay, man, is you not only have Tampa, but you got St. Pete and Clearwater. So you get like this trifecta going on, which was kind of one of the reasons why we had it down here. My homie Beto lives down here. I live down here. And another cat, Tommy Ill, lives just a little south of here, man. So we were all here. So it was like, yo, everybody else just pull up here and we'll kick it, man. Kind of show you all around the area. And that's exactly what we did. We had a good time. It's like another one from Magnet. Oh, that's Bury Yourself Alive. Can. This is my cat KG and from Richmond, Virginia, aka DJ Prolific. He pulled up on us, man. I'll probably see that cat next week when I'm up there, man. Always a good time when KG's in the mix. It's the homie D, also a volunteer. Oh man, I should tell you, man, me and KG had a ball. You'll see this one in the, man, I think that's in the October run, man, where me and him linked up. He went to Hampton U. Shout out to all the HBCUs. Went to Hampton U, man. We had a nice little run. Went over to 1865 Brewing. Shout out to those cats. You'll see them in the next one too. But yeah, we had a nice time, man. That was good. There it is. RVA to TPA. The homie KG, DJ Prolific. You ever in Virginia or Richmond? Get that dude a look, man, because he may pull up to a spot where you're at and you'll be dancing all night. So check him out. Yeah, the homie D, this is the cat up in Cincy, came down as well. I wanted D to bring some cans, man, but that dude travels light, man. Shout out to D. D was like, I was like, yo, why don't you bring some cans from Cincy, man? Hit up this spot. He was like, man, I can ship them. You know what I'm saying? He was like, but man, I got a duffel, man. You know, you got to respect it, man. A man pulled up in a mean duffel for about 4-5 days. I was like, yo, this cat is ready really just to chill out and lamp. And yeah, that's exactly what we did. Good stuff. This was actually the day, man. I got to shout out D, man. This is the day we played Florida and beat him, man. And he kept getting, folks kept messing with him, man, because he had on what looked to be Florida colors, but kept, you know, talking about he was repping the Vols, man. Yeah, that was a good time, man. Yeah, we hit up like it was a spot called John's Pass, which is I think south of Indian Rocks Beach. And man, found a nice little spot. It was like a rooftop bar overlooking the beach. And man, we chilled out. Thank God we pulled out that game, man. That was an interesting game. But go Vols, man. We did it. Yeah, that was against Florida. That was fun. You see the hashtag right here, Goatweek. Again, man, what a wonderful celebration. We this is at the villa that we rented out, man. I'm not even playing. They call it. It was a spot that we got right off of. If you're familiar with the area, it's close to downtown, but it's called like the Bayshore Drive, and it's just really a nice, beautiful area. And it was about 8 of us in the spot, so we had to get something, you know, pretty big. And this one, shout out to Airbnb. No, I'm sorry, VRBO. They accommodated the whole thing, man. The host was really great. You know, that was probably that's typically what we'll utilize, man, for these trips, because it'll be a bunch of us, man. Last year we had about 6 or 7 of us. This year we had about 8. Year before, man, it may be. I think I missed the year before. I think that's when they went to like Bahamas or something like that. You know what? I'm tripping, man. Like we had a 2-year gap because COVID. Tripping. Anyway, this is advanced placement. This was actually a collab between Magnanimous and Ology. Really good beer. They got another one called Theology, which is dope. I love the can art for both of those, by the way. This one's got like the advanced placement, like the tests, man. Those what do you call them? Good Lord, my mind's going blank. But you know the test where you got to fill out the bubbles or whatever. But the other one's got like a notebook feel to it. Anyway, Magnanimous and Ology collab, good stuff. You can't see the beer right here, but this is Space Turtle, man, a wonderful stout, also by Magnanimous. This is the homie, AB. Can't really see him. This is a brew, man. I don't know if you guys know. I think I mentioned it previously, but my brother passed, but he was a big, I won't say a big deal, man, but he was really active in the beer scene in the Carolinas, specifically in Charlotte. And this brewery here, Fontafleur, which is in, I believe it's Morganton, North Carolina. It's kind of on the way from Charlotte to Asheville, North Carolina. And man, and my brother loved that spot. They loved him. They actually did this beer for him. He loved sours too. And yeah, one of the things he always said, man, it was like, because he loves to share, man. That was his whole, that's just his personality, man. Huge personality, man. I'll miss that dude forever. But his saying was like, sometimes you're drinking, sometimes you're pouring. And you know, shout out to Fontafleur, man, for really capturing that. They made a special blend on this sour specifically crafted to what like the flavors that Hashim like. So that one's really special, man. My dude, Chris Miller, man, who wasn't able to make it, but he got that to my guy, Brian Carter. And Brian brought that from Nashville to Goatweek in Tampa. And it was great. It was great. Really top shelf, man. I actually got emotional opening that joint up, man. I've been wanting to taste it for a while. And shout out to Salud, Cerveceria, the guy Jason, man. He kind of was a big part of making that beer happen too, along with Fontafleur. So shout out to them. Shout out to the whole Charlotte beer community, man. CLT, all of the folks up there, man. I love y'all. And that's pretty much it, man. Here's some regular or here's some repeats. This is a Catch the Beat. Again, I'm drinking this tonight. Space Turtle, Juice Lord. Oh man, this is a great series that Magnanimous has. This is Juice Lord and Savior. So this is a double IPA. This is probably my favorite of them. They've got an IPA, which is Juice Lord. They've got Juice Lord. This is Juice Lord and Savior. So this is the double IPA. And then they've got a Juice Lord Almighty. Oh, you know what? They got a Juice Lord Have Mercy too. They got like 4 of them, man, and they're all top shelf. But I think this was my favorite, the Juice Lord and Savior. This is a double IPA, man. Real juicy, obviously Juice Lord. And man, it's just nice. Another one from Magnanimous. Here's the triple from Magnanimous, Juice Lord Almighty. Just good stuff, man. Good beer. And here's Palm Shadow, man. Another one from Civil Society Brewing, but that's October 1st, man. So yeah, man, just like I say, man, wanted to cap real quick with y'all, man, and recap September. Like I say, shout out to all the folks, man, a part of Goatweek. My dude B-Dot, Derek, Albedo, KG, myself, Chew, Jason Jenkins, man, we had a ball, man. I can't wait to see y'all on the next one. I ain't even mentioned, man, we went to the Wu-Tang concert too, over at the amphitheater in Tampa, basically next to the Hard Rock. Bro, we had a time, and we'll definitely do it again. Maybe, you know what? Maybe next year we can do a cruise, man. That'll be the first Goatweek excursion where we do a cruise, because nobody's, I don't think, really been comfortable trying to get back on a cruise ship at this point. So you know what, maybe by the time next year rolls around, 2023, we'll be ready to cruise. We'll be ready to cruise out. And you know what? Tampa's got a port, man. So, pull up. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all. Thanks again to Untappd. This is KD on another beer run. And peace, love, blessings. Be safe out there. And we'll talk soon. Salud.